Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? This is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning walk. First time listeners, I just get some exercise in the mornings and I share my thoughts with you guys, whatever I'm inspired to talk about while I'm getting my exercise. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Houston. Yeah, we like early to mid 60s, really nice weather. This is the type of weather I enjoy walking in because you can get some good work in. Not too hot, not too cold. So yes, guys, hope everyone having a great day so far. Hope you guys having a great day. Happy hump day, as they say. Happy Wednesday. But yes, I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 Central Time. That's our time here in Texas, and I think that's 8:30 Eastern. And then you can check it up. Which time zone are you in? But I keep forwarding these throughout the day. So if you miss anything, you can always go back on YouTube too, and everything is on there. If you're on there, you can just hit subscribe so you wouldn't miss anything. Good morning, Tessa. Good morning, Tessa. How are you doing today? What's your weather like? Is it beautiful as mine here? Yes, yes. Okay. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this walk today, but okay. I'm gonna jump into it. I'm gonna get right into it. What I want to talk about today is who are you influencing with your negative report? Who are you impacting negatively with your bad report? Good morning, Renita. Good morning. How are you doing today? Who you're impacting with your negative report, right? I want to get into a little story here from the Bible, and then we're going to talk about it. We can talk about it, a little story in the Bible here. What I want to talk about is Numbers. We can go from Numbers 13, we can read from like 25 through 33. Then we can go to 14 and read a little bit from there. But Numbers 13, 25 to 33, right? Let's look at this little story here, and then we're going to get into a quick little discussion. This is when God tells Moses, hey, send some people into the land of Canaan, the promised land that I'm giving you. Okay, Tessa, good. The weather's lovely over where you are. That's great. That's great. I mean, we all getting some good weather then. Yes, so God tell Moses, hey, send some people, choose a man from each tribe, send them into the land of Canaan, the land we promised to give you. Just let them spy it out, go and see what's going on there, what the people like, what's going on, and then come back and let us know. Come back and give you a report as to what's going on there, right? You know, I'm thinking God probably send them, send these people. Let them actually go and see, one from each tribe, right? Let them go and see this beautiful land that I'm giving them. All these big fruits and everything. Cause they said the fruits were so big. And they said they cut a bunch, and two of them had to hold this bunch of grapes. All these grapes were so big and juicy, pomegranate and figs and all these big, the fortified cities and these beautiful buildings, and the land is flowing with milk and honey. So God probably say, you know, if I send a man from each tribe out there, when they come back, they'll be so excited and telling people, hey man, you should see this land, you should see these cities, you should see all these big fruits. Look at these fruits. Got to bring back some fruits. Look at these big fat grapes here, man. Look at these pomegranates. Oh, it's 10 times bigger than ours. And I guess he's thinking these people are gonna be so excited and pumped up because he got one from each tribe, and they can you know, get the whole tribe excited so they can go forward and possess the land, right? But you know, it didn't quite work out that way. Let's see what go on. So I'm going to pick it up when they come back. They already chose the men that went spy the land out, and then they come back, right? And they're giving Moses their report. They're giving Moses and the whole assembly their report what is signed the land, right? So this is from Numbers 13:25. It says, after exploring the land for 40 days, the men returned to Moses, Aaron, and the whole assembly, the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the wilderness of Paran. They reported to the whole community what they had seen and showed them the fruit they are taken from the land, right? Because Moses told them, bring back some of the fruit, let's see what it look like. And they bring back some grapes, pomegranates and figs and stuff to say, but these grapes were so big and fat and juicy, right? So they bring back the fruit thing. This was their report to Moses. We entered the land you sent us to explore, and it is indeed a bountiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey. Here is the fruit of its produce. Look how nice and big these fruits is, right? But the people living there are powerful, and their towns are large and fortified. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. The Amalekites lives in the Negev, and the Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country. The Canaanites live along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and along the Jordan Valley, right? The same, man, this land is so beautiful, but these people there are you know, the people there are powerful. They're powerful people, right? But Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. He said, let's go at once to take the land. He said, we can certainly conquer it. So Caleb, one of the only positive ones, remember to send out 12. 10 of them come back with this bad report, right? It's just Caleb and Joshua is the only one who, because God tell them, I can give you this land. I brought you out all this way. I do all these miraculous things. I'm telling you, I'm giving you this land, right? So let's go on and see. But Caleb tried to quiet the people down because they're rattling up the whole assembly now, making people get scared, right? So Caleb tried to quiet the people down and say, let's go at once and take this land. We can certainly conquer it. But the other men who had explored the land with him disagreed. They disagreed. We cannot go up against them. They are stronger than we are. So they spread the bad report about the land among the Israelites. The land we traveled through and explored will devour anyone that goes to live there. All the people we saw there were huge. We even saw giants. Well, these giants, if you look, it's in some other translations, you're going to say the Nephilims. The Nephilims are what it says, fallen ones. They're a product of babies with these fallen angels and the daughters of Adam, you know, these fallen angels. Why God allowed that, we don't know. You could do some more research on what a Nephilims is. Nephlim, Nephilim. And they said they're huge. They can grow over 10 feet tall, right? Those were, those people were there. The last of them were there. So he said, we saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers, and that what they taught too. So this is here, right? They said they felt like grasshoppers, right? They felt like grasshoppers. And they think that's what the people thought of them too. But the people didn't see them. They went to spy this land out. They just went to spy this land out. These people didn't see them. These people didn't even know they were around. But they felt like grasshoppers. Talk about the inferiority complex, right? They felt like grasshoppers, and they're thinking, those are these people thinking of us, when these people didn't even see them there, right? So let's go on to Numbers 14, and just read from 1 to 2, and then verse 10. Then the whole community began weeping aloud, and they cried all night. So these people now scared. Oh God, you tell us you won't give us this land, but look them giants look those giants there. They cried all night. Their voice rose in a great chorus of protest against Moses and Aaron. If only we had died in Egypt, or even here in the wilderness, they complain. So they get scared now, and they say, man, all these giants, these people tell them we cannot overcome them. These people are so strong and powerful, got powerful armies and all of that, right? But Caleb said, do not rebel against the Lord. That's one thing. So when you complain, they're complaining there. They're complaining against God, because God tell them, I'm going to give you this land. So if they're getting scared, they mean they're doubting God, right? So do not rebel against the Lord, and do not be afraid of the people of the land. They're only hopeless prey to us. They have no protection, but the Lord is with us. Don't be afraid of them. And I put this one in here because I want to show the insight that Caleb have, and that's what Paul is trying to tell us all the time. Don't set your eyes on the things that you can see, right? Some other translations bring it out a little clearer. He said they have no protection. These are giants. Caleb, what's going on? What? You're out of your mind, Caleb? These people saying you saw giants there. You saw how sophisticated these people army and the buildings and how high technology was there. How are you talking about the people have no protection? And these men said to feel like grasshoppers to these people. You saying these people have no protection? But you see, Caleb was not talking about all what they had physically, all the army and these fancy technology and all that. No. Caleb wasn't talking about that. Caleb understand what Paul's trying to tell us. Spiritually, they have no protection, and that's the real world. So if they have no protection spiritually, that's what he said, they're like hopeless prey to us. They're hopeless prey to us. They have no protection. It doesn't matter how big and strong they look. Spiritually, God already gave us the victory. Spiritually, God already gave us the victory. They have no protection. And you remember the story with Elijah? Remember the story with Elijah, right? When the guy see this big physical army was there, and Elijah tell him, don't worry, man. The people who are with us is more than with them. It's the same thing, right? He's saying they ain't got no protection. No protection. So they're like dead men walking and they don't even know it. According to a movie I saw way back when. They're like dead men walking and they don't even know it. So let's go and take this land, right? But I said it to say how to translate to us today, right? Because you see these men come back with a bad report and they mess up a whole community from their blessings. And if you go on and read all of these who complain and who get scared, never make it to the promised land, right? So my question is, who are you influencing with your bad report and misleading and not to get to their promised land because you have a negative mindset, right? You talk about negative thinking. Instead of they look at this land and seeing all the big, man, when we possess this land, we don't even have to build these houses. Look at these big fancy houses, big fancy streets. Look at all of this stuff, man. Look at all these fruits and all that we didn't even have to plant. We can just go and just occupy all this. No, but they're seeing. Instead of they see that. This is like somebody at your job, right? At your job, the boss call you in and say, hey, man, I see you're doing a good job. We're going to promote you. We can give you this big promotion. Come let me show you your office that we already have set up for you, you know, a nice big corner office. They said this job come with 100,000 sign-in bonus. You get in a company car, you know, you choose your car, you choose to give you a little test run in the car, to have your offer letter, everything there. This is where everything that I have set out for you. They said all you got to do is just go and do this month. Some things you need to learn for this promotion because, you know, it's a couple steps up. You need to learn some things. Go and do this month program at this school, and then all of this is yours. You just got to sign it. To show you all of this, just like how God sent these people to spy the land. Showing you it, hoping you get excited. Like, what? All I got to do is a month course. Thank you. And everything they don't show you, man. This, we just got to press send, and this sign-in bonus is in your bank account. Right? Everything here, the letter's prepared. You can read the letter. When you finish this month program, just sign. They show you everything, hoping you get excited, right? And then you go like, man, but I got to go to school for a whole month. I'm 40 years old. I got to be in classes with teenagers and all that. Say, okay, no problem. We can organize a private tutor for you. So you don't got to mix with them. Oh, but I got to drive 30 minutes away from me. Man, you tell me I got to go to school for 8 o'clock because that's rush time. That's rush hour. And you making all of these things. You seen all the negative. Rather than you see this promotion, were you working for all the time? All these years you studying and you know, and this stuff is right at your hands, but now you seeing all the negative in it. And that's not the only bad thing. Now you come back to the office because you're already in charge of a number of people. And you come back and you turning your whole staff against the boss who was being good to you. Man, he want to give me a promotion. Why you going to promote me? Why I got to go and do a whole month program? And then I got to go in rush hour. Then this place is so far and I got to go and study and all of the kind of stuff. And you turn the whole staff against the boss who was being nice to you, who was doing a great thing to you, right? So who are you influencing with your negative report? right? Who are you influencing? Because everything we do and we say, how we think, remember our kids coming up with the same value, right? The people who you in charge of at your job getting the same value, they're looking at you. Yeah, whether you're in a church group, whether you're a pastor, whether you're a leader somewhere, right? Your attitude, your way of thinking, your outlook, you can influence a whole lot of people to miss their promised land. So my question is, who are you influencing, either negatively or positively, like Caleb and these guys who said, no, let's go at once and take this land, man. Look, you see these fruits, you see these buildings. We don't even have to build all of this stuff. Let's just go and take it over. God said he can give it to us, he can give it to us. My boss said when I finish this month program, all of this is mine. Man, and you go back to your staff. Yeah, guys, you know, great things happening. I'm going to move up, so some more people can be promoted. As I go up, I can be able to do more. No, you've seen all the negative things that you got to do to get to that big promotion, right? So guys, who are you influencing and how are you influencing them? You influence them negatively or positively? As in this story with these 10 men versus Caleb and Joshua who come back, see the same thing and come back with a positive report. Instead of they seeing the giants, they're seeing all the bountiful, beautiful things that they're going to get when they take this land over, right, guys? So take a pause and make sure you're giving a good report and not a bad one, right? When you look at something, look at it with a positive eyes and not a negative one, because you can influence a whole lot of people to miss their destiny if you don't, right, guys? Have a great day, and we'll talk again on Friday. All right, goodbye.